Bigger Than Jesus, One for the Road. 6 tracks, 26 minutes. This is a brand new EP from this much-loved Melbourne band, built up out of songs from the Killavision era and a couple of new ones from other times from the band's career. As such, this is from different sessions and different times, but for the first time it's been packaged and released here at one go. One single has been released so far on the title track, and the band are doing a special one-off show to support this at the ESPY, so get on down to that. Nick?
I really, really, really enjoyed this.
Oh, we gave you one you like.
That's it. That's all I got. No, it has really good balls and attitude and everything you like in rock. You know, everything I like in rock. You know, just kind of lacks a lot of the time these days in newer releases. Just on the rock side of things, this had everything that I loved. Yeah, and that's exactly what I said before I read it, and now I'm up to. It is just a gritty, good feel, vibe, party sort of, you know, let's just drink and have a good fucking time and be around people, which is something I think we've forgotten how to do as a society, you know.
It's good that they're playing at the ESPY again and going back to that stomping ground kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just the way rock should be. It's just straight ahead. It's just, there's enough hooks and melody to give you something other than just, you know, a bland rock album. It has a lot of stuff in it. I really enjoyed it. I thought, you know, it was one of those ones where I thought, geez, I wanted an extra 2 songs. I felt like I was sold a bit short on it, you know.
EP though.
Yeah, no, it's geez, an EP, it's 7 songs though. Like, where do you draw a line for EPs these days, you know?
26 minutes, it's getting close to album territory.
Yeah, you know, you might as well round it off to 10 and give us 40 minutes.
Don't know what they had in the bank though, that's the thing.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. But you know what, you'd rather less and have good quality stuff than, you know, 2 or 3 songs a song.
Better to leave you wanting more.
Yeah, absolutely. Which you don't get that in a lot of releases. These days you get too much, and it's just like, you know, it takes years off your life to get through it. But look, Laughing and Just My Life were really, really great songs. I really enjoyed those. But I could have named all the songs off this.
Yeah.
It was just a really easy listen all the way through. Really enjoyed it. 8 out of 10.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, I love this album, or the EP, or whatever it is. I thought, it built really well, both the songs individually and the EP as a whole. It felt like a gradual up-tempo, not up-tempo, but it got bigger and bigger and bigger as it went on. I thought the tones were great, the guitars were spectacular. It had the rock and roll vibe to it in the sense that there was constant movement in all the songs. Everything was swinging and flowing. Those guys were grooving their asses off.
Yeah.
I thought the title track was the standout track. I thought the vocalist has a very unique voice, but at the same time, it is a classic rock voice in the sense that guy's don't give a shit attitude comes through the speakers and does, like, it's infectious. The title track, the standout for me, and I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I thought this is excellent EP. Again, it does leave you wanting more, but that's better than, you know, leaving you with a couple of filler tracks.
True. I completely missed these guys back in the day, and I'm going to make sure I don't miss them this time around.
Yeah.
This is one of the coolest things I've heard in a while, actually. This was really, really good. You can smell the Aussie pub scene back in the day when you're listening to it. Like, and they were sort of not in what's generally regarded as the golden era of pub rock, but they were sort of on with that B Suburban and sort of in that sort of era, which was also really cool. They're playing
post-Horsehead? I'm trying to think, is it post-Horsehead? Or
just after.
Similar, yeah.
It's about that time.
Probably in the back end of them. Yeah. So,
they're playing the ESPY soon, and I'll be front and centre, and by that it means I'll be leaning in the bar at the back.
That's where I tend to reside these days.
And that's a gig everyone should go to as a matter of principle, because how close it came to not happening in the first place.
Yes.
You know, go look at Facebook. We don't go into it now, but go support Oz Rock. And
at the
this
ESPY.
is and this is some of the best you will hear. This is just raw, edgy rock, like you're saying. It just made me very happy in pants. My only big gripe was it left me wanting more. Please give me more, because this just fucking rocks. I gave it 9 out of 10. It was fantastic. Highlights were Just My Life, One for the Road, and One of Us, but also could have been throw a blanket over all of it. It was great.
100%.
I haven't got much more to add than what's been covered already on this. I think what was really cool for mine was how, you know, this has been taken from different times, different members, but it all was really cohesive as a listener. Whoever's actually put this together has done a fucking bang-up job. And this is going out through Dinner for Wolves, which is Rick Butterworth's label, so well done. That's the home of the Jets and a few other bands as well. So good level to be on. Perfect for this style of music. Yeah. These guys were very well loved back in the day, and you can see why, because these songs come out of the time when they were at their highest. And I love how that's been brought forward to today and hasn't lost anything of that energy. It's gritty, it's real, it's rock. So much swing and swagger in this, but also the riffs and the energy. It's so cool. This is the good stuff out of the 90s, not the shit stuff out of the 90s. This is some of the best stuff out of the 90s. If you like that stuff from back then and you haven't heard of this band, you should check this out for sure. This is a definitely good release. The only one critique I've got on it is there was a couple of moments where the backing vocals, they didn't do it for me. Like, they were almost underproduced, which was weird in the context of everything I've just said before, because they were sort of really far back in the mix, and there was a lot of reverb and depth applied to them with the panning, but they just didn't quite come through, and as such, it sort of felt just a bit underdone. I would have liked them to sort of... You'd either want to cut them, or you'd want to really push them through to give them the accent. It was sort of caught between, and for me that was... But that's the only critique. Like, that's the only thing, and that's me being, again, picky on everything that I'm picky on when it comes to, especially production tricks. If you love good vintage Aussie hard rock from the era of things like these guys, like Horsehead, like all those bands that were, killing the ESPY every fucking week back in the heyday of the St Kilda music scene, this is the stuff for you. I guarantee it's going to draw an older crowd to the event, but I'm glad the event's going ahead, like you were saying as well. But fuck, this is fun. It's really good, and it's a good throwback. But I like how you were saying the EP built, but I liked how the last track sort of dialed it back a little bit too and gave a lot of... It was a really good sort of mellow way and almost melancholy way to sort of close the EP off. I thought it was a really good closing track. I got an 8 out of 10. I picked Night Call. This is the last track, my standout one. Just My Life and Wicked Love. So check it out for yourselves. Let us know what you think.
Nice. Yeah,
We've
awesome.
finally got one. Finally got one for you. All right, Saliva is next.
Like 4 bars into that first song. It's like,
Yeah,
this is killing it.
I was hooked straight away. Loved it.
Same. Yeah, that first song, like halfway through a 2-minute mark, I'm like, this is good.
Yeah.
This is good, and just got better. And you know what? It wasn't predictable. That was the best part about it. That second song was like, whoa, this is different.
Yeah.
I expected more of that high energy, high octane sort of, and it wasn't.
I like how it flowed.
But it still worked.
Yeah.
And like you said, the way it's from different times, but just...
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It all sounds like
That's
it was
unbelievable.
good at the same time. It's
Yeah.
really well done.
Like,
When you start looking at all the asterisks and everything on it.
Like, the lineup is so diverse.
Yeah.
Like, Scotty Kingman plays on this, and
Right, yeah.
like no one knows that. And it's like, fuck me. It's like,
It's fucking good.